Hi everybody, Mary here from A Recreated Life, and today's video is all about gift wrapping. Gift wrapping for the holidays. I thought I would quickly go, well, as quickly as I can, go over some options that maybe you guys didn't think of and kind of show you what I do every year. So my first thing that I want to say about this video is I normally, for what my wrapping paper, I normally just buy it at the end after Christmas for the following year. That's the easiest, simplest way to do it. I really only need 1 or 2 rolls. Even that might even be too much. So I buy them after Christmas for the following year. They store under my bed in an under bed container, and it's not a problem for me. You can buy gift bags, you can buy wrapping paper. So I just wanted to show you some options, some things that I have. So here are some wrapping papers that I have in my stash from the years gone by. I like this one because it's blue and silver. Now that would be pretty with, silver ribbon and a blue bow or something like that. So that's why I picked this one up. You can see the tube's all banged up because it's been in storage. And then I've got just these two. Look at them, they're brand new. I haven't even opened them, and they're from last year. So these were in my stash, but what I really want to concentrate on today, you guys, is this stuff. This is the craft paper rolls. You can buy rolls of craft paper at the Dollar Tree even, but you can certainly buy them online a little bit cheaper if you have kids. Sometimes they come in a huge roll, great big roll online. You can buy them and you kind of like hook them at the end of the table and just roll them up. And then the kids can draw and you rip it off for the next time. But anyway, this is what I wanted to concentrate on today, just to show you guys some options. I mean, if you don't want to keep Christmas paper around, that's certainly not a problem. You can certainly have this craft paper for the kids or for you, and then just use it at Christmas time. So anyway, these plain bags. I always try to get plain bags. I think I picked these up at the Dollar Tree. These two, look, I haven't even broken into them. I've still got the tag on. This one I got at, it was at one of the places here in town, but you could put a sticker or something right over that sticker, to hide it. But I like the color. It's an unusual color, and I wanted you guys to see this because anytime I go shopping and I get a bag from my stores, I keep them because you can always cover them up. And I'm really about the environment, and I like to reuse things. So anyway, here's the plain bags, plain paper. Here are, I hope you can see, here are all of my inks and stamps that I have to do this project with. Now, I will tell you that a smart thing to do is get the archival ink. If you're going to do stamps on the paper and then like watercolor with them, that's what I'm planning on doing. Get archival ink. Even if you don't put water on, what if you bring the gift somewhere and it's snowing? You get a drop of water on it, that ink is going to run. So if you get the archival ink, it's permanent and it won't wash away and make a mess. So anyway, I've got these colors, but you can certainly get the Christmassy colors that are out there, the proper Christmas red and green colors. And I've got all these beautiful wooden stamps. Look at this one. This one is like my all-time favorite. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? It looks like an antique postcard. And so I'm gonna do one of my gifts up with this, and I'm gonna use my watercolor pencils on them. I'm gonna probably show you that speeded up at the end, but I've gone more toward the like woodsy kind of themes. Like this one's trees and the little log cabin in the woods, and the trees like this. Just little, you could stamp these all over, randomly all over the gifts. That's kind of what my intention is for today. Also, you've got stamps like this, just Merry Christmas, Noel, things like that. These are border stamps. Look at how great they are. I love the one with pine cones. And this one too, very Christmassy, holly. These are wonderful. So, just use those with your inks. I got some of these too. These are those cling stamps that you get at Michael's. And there's all kinds of different ones. There's a little stamper thing you put them on, and then you put them in the ink and stamp. But anyway, these are options. And then what I'm going to do is take my fabulous watercolor pencils and the postcard one. That's what I'm going to use on that. So I use my watercolor pencils with my watercolor brush, and you'll see me do that in a minute. So yeah, archival ink, try to get that and let it dry on securely before you go any further. Okay, so the next subject that I want to talk about is gift tags. The sky's the limit on this one. And it's something else I forgot to mention in the last section with the wrapping paper. Always have tissue paper on hand too, guys. You can buy this at the end of the year as well. I personally like the green one because it's got little Christmas trees all over it. Wouldn't that be nice inside one of those craft paper gift bags with the stamp of the trees on the outside? And you could use this on the inside. Isn't that a great idea? I have another stamp that has holly on it, and it has a Noel ornament. So wouldn't that be nice with this red paper inside of it? Here's another holly one. So see, just kind of use your imagination, guys, and you know, the sky's the limit. Okay, so for tags, one of my favorite ways of doing tags is to just save little scrids of wrapping paper like this one. Normally people would throw that away, but don't throw it away because you can cut a little, a little piece of paper out and make it the gift tag for the gift. You write on make it folded up, write it on the inside, to and from, and you get a cute little tag you can tape on the outside of a gift. You can use these scissors. I've got all kinds of them here, guys. These craft scissors that they cut, if you can see, I'm sorry for that, my timer went off. Here's the shape that they cut into, and I've got several shapes. So, you know, you could use your imagination and just use old wrapping paper and do it that way. You could even use some of that scraps of craft paper and cut them fancy around the edges and use some of the rubber stamps and make them all pretty. So that's one of my favorite ways because, of course, it's recycling, and that's, you know, one of my favorites. Another thing I want to mention is go check out your office supplies. Look at these tags. These are shipping tags, and they've got the what do you call it? The string right on them. Look at that. That's like a perfect size, to and from. You could paint these. You could take your inks and ink these up and make them the Christmassy colors and write to and from on them. Put a little cute design. Use your stamps, you know. Sky's the limit. Use your imagination. So these are the tiny ones, but these, you guys have seen me use these before. These are some of my all-time favorites. Okay, so these are the large size shipping tags. This one I've gone ahead and done, and this is what I did. I used the stamp with the black archival ink with all of my watercolor pencils. Isn't that fabulous? Look how good that came out. So yeah, write to and from on the back and decorate that all up with some glittery stuff. You can also paint them. These next few right here have been painted. Look at that. I just used acrylic paint to paint them into different colors, and you know, on the back you could put to and from. This is coffee dyed. I love the old-fashioned look. It looks really cute to put to and from on that. That's another acrylic painted one. And let's see some others. You've seen me do these, guys. Look how nice that looks. This is just an example. It's not Christmassy, but you could still do it. It's black and white. Really Christmassy, really down-homey with the black string on the top. I really like that. Those were fun to make. Where's the other one? I thought I had another one. Okay, and then, so anyway, this is what I've done. I've stamped them. See, I've got a few examples here. Isn't that pretty for a little woodland scene? These here I wanted to show you. These were coffee dyed, and I just took my ink and distressed around the edges. Look at that. I have a to and from stamp. I stamped them with different, I did the distressing with different colored inks. So these are just ideas that you can do, you guys. Isn't that nice? So that's those. And these are little folder label stickers. You could, paint these or distress them with your archival inks and put to and from on them, stick them all over a bag or a package, or, somehow, use those. These here are cute little things. I think I might have got these with some gift bags from the Dollar Tree last year, but look, they're so cute. To and from on the back, and you just use these fancy golden strings and put them on your present. They look really nice hanging off the present. So you've got that option. These are the store-bought options. And then these are just big stickers. Years and years ago, I got these from a place called Current. I think you've heard me talk about Current. And I just got these left over. These would be awesome. Put on those gift bags. Just a simple one on one side, one on the other. Very simple. You could use the colored tissue paper on the inside. These are just some, I'm almost out of these, but I'm using them right up to the last of them. These are to and from tags, but they're sticky. They're a sticker, so you can stick them on the package. I really liked them because of that. Liked the fact that they were stickers. There's only a few left. I'm sure this year I'll probably use them all up. But those could be stuck on the package. Something a little bit different would be, you've seen me, I've shown you guys this. These are wallpaper borders that I got. Now you could take one of those gift bags and put this around a box or a gift bag. For that person that really likes primitive country stuff, it's not Christmas per se, but you could certainly make that Christmassy. You know, use some, ribbon and bows and stuff like that to make it Christmassy. If you have a gift that you're doing for a gardening person, this is another wallpaper border, but look at it, you guys. It's all seed packets. Now, I've shown you this before in a crafting video that I did, but anyway, you could cut one of those out, put it on one of those bags, or a few of them on the outside of a box for that gardener in your life that you've gotten a gift for. Okay, so the next subject, so there's some great ideas for tags. The next subject I want to talk about is ribbon and bows. Okay, so years ago, you guys, I got, somebody was throwing, my family was throwing this away, I believe, and I got some little gift packaging ideas. This was like one of those crafty card, three-ring binder thing that you got, and I picked this out. I thought it was the coolest one. I don't even know. It says crafting and decorating made simple. That was who apparently had this going out. But anyway, this is corrugated cardboard. And I thought, what a neat package for a pair of earrings or jewelry or a gift card. These would be great for a gift card holder. And it gives you instructions on how to do it. You use that corrugated paper, which I'm sure Michael's probably has it. But anyway, years ago I saved that because I thought it was a cute idea. And I also have this saved from the same thing, I believe. It's all about how to make a bow. Now, isn't that fantastic? You can buy ribbon at almost every thrift store I've ever seen, and so you'd need the wider ribbon. Personally, I like this stuff, the thin stuff, because you can curl it, it's a curly ribbon. But make it a point to get some of the wider ribbon, and then you can make bows with it. So those are great instructions. That way you don't even have to buy bows. You can just have the ribbon on hand and make your own. And I always have just a box of these Christmassy bows on hand. These are left over from last year. I have another bag over there you've seen me do in one of my thrift store hauls. There's a bag. I bought a bag of bows for $1 or something. I don't remember. But, so throughout the year at thrift stores and garage sales, keep your eyes peeled because you can pick up bags of bows. I keep them in this hard plastic container so they don't get crushed. That keeps them very well. So ribbon, look at this. Sky is the limit, guys. Look at this. This is brown and yellow, or purple and yellow, I guess it would be. Blue and yellow. This is a green one. It's just some kind of fuzzy, I'm not really sure what they call this, but it's kind of like a yarny kind of type thing, but you could tie that on a present. This is some of that hemp cord. That could be tied into a bow, or tie hang a gift tag on a package. You could even take something like lace. Now this is some lace that I have. I got it at a thrift store, and I coffee dyed it. And you could tie that on a gift, some type of bow, or use it as a decoration on a gift package. Anyway, so you could leave it plain, or you could coffee dye it or tea dye it like I've done. I kind of like that primitive look, so a lot of my stuff is primitive-y. That's why you see the country wallpaper border, and the coffee dyed things, because that's kind of what I like, the country stuff. There's some black lace right here. I've got these embroidery thingies. This is just leftover stuff I have in my craft stash. Look, this is seam binding. I've got some, what do you call this stuff? like hemp, what do they call that? I can't remember what they call it, but anyway, it's kind of like a hemp. There's some string here. I've got these 3 different ribbons. I mean, you guys can really just put your thinking caps on, you guys. This is the easy, fun part, if you ask me. But it does take a little bit of forethought, so you can put your packages together. But it's fun when you do it. Okay, I'm going to turn off the camera and come on for the next section. Okay, you guys, so I kind of wanted to show you the box that this particular present I did with a different kind of a box. So really the container is what I'm talking about. Now I've gone over using the bags, of course, but what about if you have to get a gift with a box? So this is a gift that I got for, I'm going to wrap it up for my daughter-in-law, and I'm using a box. This is actually a box. It's actually a pie box, you know, that you buy or sell a pie in. I had it, it's new, it's clean, I haven't used it, but I had it laying around because I had made some pies last year that I was bringing somewhere, so I had this box, and so I thought, well, this will fit perfectly. So I got a gift for my daughter-in-law, and I ordered it, and I don't know if it's going to fit her or not. So it came delivered to me in this bag. So I've kept the bag, and inside the bag is the packing slip that should need, which is the receipt. So if she needs to return it, she can return it, and she doesn't even need to, I don't even need to know about it. So I've left that in the bottom, and then I've got her little outfit here, and I put it right in there. Now I'm going to show you what I do with this. Years ago, I used to work at Coldwater Creek for just a short period of time, and they taught us how to properly box up and wrap an item, a clothing item, to put inside a box. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to show you. Now, this is like I said, a pie box. I'm going to tape up all of the you know, the things here, because it does, you know, come apart, and you can use it. I don't want it to come apart, so I'm going to tape it all up, wrap it up, and I'll show you guys how I do that. Okay guys, so what I've done here is the first thing, to wrap the inside packages, you want to take your tissue paper and kind of offset them a little bit so that you're sure they can properly fold over the item. And then you put the item in the middle, making sure that there's enough room. You really kind of want it, you want your paper to be no taller than the box is wide, if that makes sense. So you want to make sure that that it's going to fit, like slide in the box. So, and I also want to hide the tag, tucking that inside. Okay, so what we used to do is we would fold it one way, fold it the other. No, wait. This way. Fold it like this, and then you would take your sticker, and I don't have anything other than these. You kind of want to make that go into the middle too, so let me move that over a tad. You want it to fold over and have that fold be in the middle of the clothes. If you need to, you fold over the tissue paper. I'm going to take one of these stickers. Usually we just had a small Coldwater Creek sticker that just kind of went right there, but I don't have anything small, so I'm going to just use this. Let's see, what do I want to do? I'm going to use this one because it's got the reds and greens in it. And then you just kind of, to hold it in place, you just kind of put that sticker there. Now you're going to want to make sure that it fits inside the box. Oops, I got to tape the box too. Oh, I'm not doing things very proper, guys. I don't want that to come out. Oh, I'm going to need to go get some tape. Hold on, guys. Okay, so the box is all taped up, and we're going to need to make it fit inside the box. So I'm just folding under all the tissue paper to make it look pretty. What we're kind of going for here is to You kind of want a package inside a package, really. That's kind of what we're going for. So that is, while we do that, I'm going to close up the top and tape it. So I want everything taped up before it even gets any wrapping paper on it. There. All right. So I just wanted to kind of show you guys what I use. You know, I wanted to show you the options. You know, here I'm using a pie box. You could use, you know, clean, of course, you know, go get one from your local pizza shop, a pizza box, if you were giving somebody something big and flat, a calendar or something like that. You know, you can get those decorative boxes that you have around the house, and you wouldn't even need to wrap it. Just kind of tape it up and put a bow on it and present the person with that gift. But I'm going to do all my wrapping, and then I am going to jump back on and show you guys the final products. Okay, everybody, here are the final products. Now, I don't have many gifts to wrap today. I've got a lot of gifts on order, but these are the two that I have ready. Actually, as I was wrapping that one up, the mail came, and this one came in, so I quickly put it right in a bag. So those are really the only two gifts. I just kind of wanted to give you some ideas. I thought they were kind of cute. I like how the little stamps came out on it. It's really cute. On this one, inside, it's kind of a big gift in there, and I couldn't really put tissue paper to stick out of the top. So I just draped a piece of tissue paper over the inside, and then, you know, tied up the handle. And that's perfectly fine for me. I also wanted to give you guys some other ideas. Look at these are different, unusual colors. But you know, I used a snowflake stamp on this gift right here. See that cute little snowflake stamp? If you take that stamp and you use these inks, now like I said, these are distress inks. So just I'm trying to give you an idea about colors, but you'd want to use archival ink. But look how cute the colors are. With this pink, you could stamp snowflakes on that and put it in this blue bag. The purple, same thing. Just think about these different tissue papers with snowflakes, so these bags with snowflakes on them. You know, think outside the box. I love Christmassy Christmas decorations that aren't unusual colors. I love that. So kind of think about that, guys, and you know, really think outside the box and make your gifts stand out being a little bit different. So anyway, guys, I hope that you really enjoyed this video and that it gave you some ideas, different things to do, you know, with what you have. Really, you know what I'm like. I like to work with what I've got and be very frugal about everything. And I just wanted to give you some ideas. Really, I mean, I don't have much, but look at all the different ideas that I came up with. Absolutely love the thought of, you know, just using what you have. Be really clever and really think. Okay, guys, so I hope you really enjoyed this video and it helps you. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys all next time. Thank you.